Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I'm here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. So let's jump right into it. I got some public service announcement for California. So in the state of California, they have issued a flex alert, okay, in order to preserve the electricity. So what's going on now is that we are in an excessive heat warning, which is expected. Actually, it's been all week, but in terms of documentation, is expected to go into effect at 5 p.m. today and stay into effect until 10 p.m. tonight, and then I think it's going to be in effect again tomorrow. So the reason why they're doing this, for those of you who don't know, is they're trying to avoid any rolling blackouts. Usually when the weather is hot and it's going to be considerably hot, they're saying that they're expecting triple-digit temperatures in certain parts of the state. When it's like that, you know what I mean? A lot of people obviously are using their AC. So they want you to just try to conserve where you can, use fans instead of AC if you can. Turn your thermostat to a higher temperature, which to me really doesn't make any sense, because what it's suggested here is that you turn it up to 78 and above. Why would you turn your AC up to even in the 80s when it's going to be in the hundreds outside? That makes absolutely no sense. I don't have AC, unfortunately, but for those of you who do, I mean, conserve wherever you can, however you can, but I definitely would not be turning my thermostat to no 80 damn degrees when it's 100 something degrees outside, okay? But that's just me. So do what you can, okay? They want you to try not to use certain appliances until the evening time. Close your drapes and turn off unnecessary lighting, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know because we don't want to have any more blackouts. I know I experienced one. I've experienced them in the before, but the one that we experienced last year in the summertime was pretty bad, okay? Me and my children got home. We had been out. I don't know what we were doing that day. I think I had been driving, I don't know what I was doing, but I know we had came back with some food, and I had my kids up here in this room, and because there was a blackout, the fans weren't on, so there was no air circulating through here. So I had to turn my flashlight on my phone, because I didn't have good flashlights. I don't know, I wasn't prepared. Basically, I turned the flashlight out on my phone. I went and took a shower in the dark, and then everybody in the whole complex ended up going outside with flashlights, basically to chill, because none of us could be inside of the house. Now, I don't think that was a rolling blackout. I think that something actually happened. They said with a transformer or something like that got messed up, so they had to fix it. But it's still not fun when it's 90 degrees outside and it's like 9 o'clock at night and we're burning up and we can't be in the comfort of our own home. We had to walk around, bring chairs and stuff outside. So just conserve where you can, okay? Another bit of excitement or exciting news that I have is that the U.S. Senate has passed or trying to establish Juneteenth as a federal holiday. It says that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer made a motion to pass the bill on Tuesday, days before the coming Juneteenth, which is on the 19th, which is coming up this Saturday, okay? So now it's got to go to the House of Representatives, where it's expected to pass before heading to Joe Biden's desk to be signed into law. Now, I don't expect everybody to jump for joy on this, but I am definitely happy, if this gets passed and if it goes through smoothly, heads to Biden's desk. I still think that there's a heck of a lot more that they should be doing, but I am definitely appreciative for the little steps along the way, okay? What else did I want to tell you about? All right. Eviction protections. So, eviction protections for renters will extend beyond June in these locations. So, if you guys live in these locations, stay tuned, okay? So with millions of Americans still behind on their rent, some states and cities will continue to ban evictions after the national moratorium expires. If you guys didn't know, the moratorium is set to expire June 30th, okay? Renters in Kenmore, Washington can't be evicted until October. In New York, tenants are safe through August. It says those who have applied for federal rental assistance have additional rights, okay? So in Vermont, for example, most evictions are barred until 30 days after its state of emergency concludes. Okay, Vermont. So 30 days, evictions are barred until 30 days after its state of emergency concludes, which means that as of now, struggling renters are safe until at least the middle of July, okay? It says New York, meanwhile, has extended its eviction ban until September, and renters in New Jersey can't be kicked out of their homes until mid-August. And that doesn't even sound right. I don't even know why they would say it like that. Kicked out until August. That makes no sense to me. Okay, the city of Austin and surrounding Travis County in Texas will prohibit evictions from resuming until August. The city of Kenmore in Washington voted this week to extend its moratorium until October, and then it says Seattle possibly could be next. If that is not of any help to you guys, you definitely need to go online and look at rental assistance in your area. Like I said, there's about $45 billion that has been allocated for this type of thing. So there are benefits. Even if the eviction moratorium is set to expire, there is still money that you could be utilizing. Many states have implemented some type of program. So you guys really need to get on the ball and try to get this money to help make sure you and your family is safe. Okay. Let me see here. Minnesota lawmakers just struck a deal prohibiting the eviction of any renters who are in the process of applying for rental assistance. That protection will last for 12 months until June 2022. Tenants in Nevada also can't be forced out if their rental assistance application is pending, or if their landlord refuses to accept the aid. Okay. Look into that, you guys. Look into that. All right. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I'm filtering throughout all of these, what do you call these, notifications that I've received. I'm sorry, my brain just went blank then. Now, let's check on emergency SNAP benefits. I'm going to actually flip my screen around so that way you guys can look it up with me, okay? All right, you guys, hopefully you can hear me. And there, now you can see me. Okay, so this is one of the sites that I look at. Again, I don't know what the name of this site is. You can see here at the top, right here where I don't know if you can see my, where I'm moving I forgot what it's called, but the sensor right here, you can see, go to this website and you should be able to find some information. So I'm going to try to refresh because this was updated last on June the 15th. So we're going to see if we have any additional information. So let me just refresh. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it has been updated today, the 17th. Okay, so let's scroll down and see what we got here. All right, let's see. Okay, so this is for pandemic EBT, you guys, just in case you didn't know. This is pandemic EBT. Over here in this last corner, this is for the summer. So we'll just see if anything has changed. We have Alabama, Connecticut, Hawaii, Indiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, Washington, and Wisconsin. If you guys didn't get a chance, check out my video from yesterday because I did go over all of the states that have currently been approved for pandemic EBT for the summer and gave you guys the payout information. So now let's see if there's anything else. This is emergency SNAP allotments here. So let's check out this site and see. Let me just refresh just to make sure. Okay, so it looks like this is current for June, as you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see this. Take a look here to see if your state is on this list. This is emergency max SNAP benefits for June. Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, California, Connecticut. I feel like I'm dyslexic this morning. DC, Florida, Georgia, Guam, Hawaii, Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Virgin Islands, Washington, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Okay, so that is current as of today. Let me get out of this. I wanted to see, I should have another site for pandemic EBT. I don't know where it's at though. I don't think that's it. And I don't even know how to get to it from here. What is this? Oh, here it is. Okay, so here's my pandemic EBT on the USDA website, you guys. So this is the United States Department of Agriculture right here. Let me refresh just to see if anything else comes up. These are the states current for pandemic EBT for the summertime right here. Alabama, Connecticut, Hawaii, Indiana, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, North Carolina, Puerto Rico, Washington, and Wisconsin. Nothing else has changed, okay? And these are all of the states that have been approved for pandemic EBT as well. I'm not going to go through these, though. All right, you guys, so I have just updated you on that. Now, this is one more bit of news that I wanted to give you guys, okay? This is regarding the state of Ohio, so you guys want to pay attention to this. I think this is absolutely ridiculous, but you know what? I still think y'all should know, okay? So it says Ohio state senators going after SNAP recipients with cars worth more than $7,000, okay? So they're talking a whole bunch of nonsense in the article talking about how being poor is really hard, but some Ohio state senators don't think that it's hard enough, okay? Pay attention to this, okay? It says Republicans dropped assets test for poor working families who receive benefits through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program into the state budget last week. Among the requirements to receive aid, not owning a car valued at $7,000 or more. The requirements don't just touch on vehicles and are all equally bonkers, okay? I think it's bonkers too. This is not my words, but I agree with it, okay? It says Ohioans who receive food assistance would have 30 days to notify the program of a change in income that was more than $500. Parents would have to cooperate with Child Support Enforcement Agency as a condition of eligibility. I think that that's pretty standard everywhere. And the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services would have to conduct an asset test for each SNAP recipient. Okay, again, I think that's pretty standard for everybody everywhere. They're going to go into your business basically. Whenever you receive any type of federal funding, they're going to be all in your business. People think it's easy, that it's just people sitting on their behinds, just taking money from the government or, in their opinion, taxpayer dollars. At the end of the day, that's not always the case. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that there's not no trifling people out there that's doing just that, but that's not the case for everybody. People suffer, people struggle, people have circumstances that are outside of their control, and they need to rely on these resources for help, okay? But I do think that this is a bunch of nonsense. It says the problem is that the Senate set the total limit at $2,250. Families are going to have to sell their cars to keep their SNAP benefits, she said. Senior citizens who may have a modest burial insurance policy would have to liquidate that policy in order to feed themselves. So the first $4,650 of an Ohioan's car's worth wouldn't count towards that incredibly low $2,250 limit. But over that, you're screwed out of food benefits. Anyone with half, well, I'm not going to go into the rest of that because this person is pretty much just going off. But it says this rule would encourage already poor people to become trapped in a cycle of owning beaters, which are often expensive to repair and constantly breaking down. In other words, it's a way to punish poor people for being poor while also keeping them poor. It's worth noting that Ohio has 13.1% of its residents living in poverty according to the 2019 U.S. Census, okay? So I wanted to share that information with you guys. I found it, like I said, I found it absolutely ridiculous. This is a lot of the stuff that I think that we need to stay up on. If, like I said in my previous videos, if I haven't mentioned this to you guys enough, what I feel the pandemic, one of the benefits of the pandemic, it's not a good situation. I acknowledge that. And I'm not encouraging or saying that it's a great thing that people have lost family members or anything. I'm just saying, as anything, it should have acted as an eye opener to all of us that we need to stay informed of what's going on with our so-called lawmakers. If this is a democracy or whatever it is that they're trying to claim it is, if it is for the people, then they should be doing things for the people, because this definitely, that article, there's nothing in there that's for the people. But on that note, you guys, I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful. I'm going to get out of here because my babies are probably starving right now and it's time for us to eat. Mama got to make them smoothies. As always, you guys remember to live, love, elevate. Head on over there to @live_love_elevate on TikTok. Follow me and my babies around to see what we are doing over there. I definitely appreciate you guys. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, people.